Hi guys, another quick video. Just going to pick Ubi up from his tutor. This one is basically talking about the working as a group for success in Spain. I suppose if you're semi-retired you'd be interested, but if you're retired you may not want the hassle. But one of the things I've noticed over the last few years is huge skill gaps in the UK. Often they don't really want to admit the problems because they're so bloody bad. But the reality is consultancy is on the up. Consultancy is growing all the time. Outsourcing is growing. Cost of having an office space in the UK is horrendous. So the reality is there is opportunities out there to actually take some of this work, and this gets back to working together. One of the things, like myself, I'm fairly technical. Nearly everything I do is technical. You know, if you gave me a problem on the computer, it's not doing a specific thing and it's in a computer code, I could probably, I will work out what the problem is. I mean, it's a bit like I've programmed phone dialers, all sorts, air conditioning systems, heating systems, you name it. I've done some work on it. Same with building management systems, even to the point of like moving heat around buildings because they built the wrong, put the wrong air conditioning in. Well, put the right air conditioning in, but they changed the use of the buildings. But anyway, that's another story for another day, where you have to move the heat around and the cooling around as the sun moves, so that you can actually keep an ambient temperature through the building and chuck out the hot air. But the point being is I have specific skills, the same as like this. I'm good at talking. Some people wish I'd shut up, I'm sure. But the point being is other people are good at website design, graphics design, doing social media, doing telemarketing, doing I don't know, programming, working out formulas for people. Some I do as well. The reality is we all have different skills. Photographer. Yeah, there's a lot of this stuff can be done on an outsourced basis, in the sense that if I got a project where someone says, Matt, you know what, I've got these Excel things I need doing. You know, I need a dashboard for KPIs. I need to be able to automate some of my data being pulled through. Can you do that for me? And I go, yeah, I'll do it. This is how much it is. And they go, oh, you know what? I need somebody to do a newsletter every month. Do you know anybody who does it? Well, guess what? I don't do newsletters. And the same way they might say, I want somebody to do a new logo in graphics design. Well, I don't do those either. But I would instantly give them to somebody I knew. In the same way, if somebody then went to me and says, you know what, Matt, I need a website designed, I'll give that to somebody else. The whole point is that as a group, we're more proactive, and we can work together to actually help each other get work. A lot of people don't realise, a lot of the stuff here in Spain, people have set up that way over the years already. But if you're the new kids on the block, guess what? They're not going to give it to you. But you'll find it very hard to get into these niches. It's a bit like when looking at properties. We went to look at a property, and the real estate agent goes, oh, the bus service goes here, blah, blah, blah. But if you need a taxi, my husband owns 3 taxis, and give you his number, blah, blah, blah. And that's basically it. A lot of this stuff is sold on before somebody's even got their foot in the door. So the opportunities of coming here and trying to get some of this can be quite difficult, which is why I believe in helping each other get this work ourselves. You know, we're not going to be giving it by people already here. Then guess what? We'll have to work together. In the same way, I do think a lot of the stuff here is a bit dated when you get onto technology, which is another advantage we got. In the same way, I'm quite happy to start an agency up, and it's something I'm looking at because I do have connections for call center work and stuff through the US and through the Philippines that we can utilize and find some better projects than the ones that we often get here in Spain, which are mainly around timeshare. So I'm looking for people that I can work with and see if we can get some stuff working so that we can get you, me, and whoever here full time. The other side of this being is that there's other offshoots of this once it starts expanding, and when it starts expanding. When I originally set up a call centre out in the Philippines, it started with 3 people. Within 4 months, it was 45. The reality is, it's not difficult to grow it if you've got the right people involved in the first place. We eventually closed it because, well, we mothballed it because we actually own the building and all the computers. We have my wife's mother has a compound here, and then the call centre compound's next to it, and we've got apartments we rent out with the same compound. But the point being is, there's a call centre already there that has basically just got the doors locked, that's capable of doing a lot of this stuff. Wouldn't I just take all the work? That's not how I work. It's a bit like the conversation I've had with Carlos. One of the things I'm looking at is getting more people sustainable. I'm not for take all the money and all that. I never have been. I'm more concerned about stable income, regular revenue streams, and if I can do that for myself and other people at the same time, why not? You know, I'm looking for a less stressful life, and a problem shared is often a much less stressful environment to be in, and that's one of the things that I do want to point out there. I mean, it's like with Carlos sorting some of this call centre stuff out that I'll be starting. I'll be looking at getting some work for Carlos and helping him learn about some of the marketing stuff that I have for doing things like marketing on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, and other things for other revenue streams. So the point being is, I just want to put this out there and saying, look, there is other options out there for us to develop businesses together, to help each other push things forward. And not everything has to be local, on the local market, because like I said, a lot of the jobs around here are paying around €1,000 a month. Don't get me wrong, I know there's a lot of people here that are earning other money elsewhere on the black market, because you may actually work in a business during the day, but you might be working at a bar in the evening. I've got no problem with that type of economy anyway, you know, in the sense of having more than one job and more than one income. I think that some people work a lot harder and pay too much tax. But anyway, the fact is, there is options out there, and a lot of this type of work will not be based on the local economy. It'll actually bring money into the local economy, because if we're sourcing work from the UK, US, Northern Europe, we're actually helping create jobs for Spain and our own community. And that's the whole point. You probably notice I hammer on about La Mata a lot, because this isn't just home, this is our community. In the same way, I try and help other people that are living in the same area, because it is a community. And it's one of the things I love about being here, is there is that sense of community and there is connections with different people. Don't get me wrong, there are still a lot of money orientated people around that are only focused on themselves, but live and let live, if that's what what's that, viva la vive? If that's what they want to do, that's fine. I just can't see the point of me investing time to help them be part of a group enterprise, though, for them to come in and just grab what they can and then disappear off. The whole point is, it's got to be something everybody inputs on for the better of all. But anyway, thanks for watching.